The Stafford Speedway weekly highlights are presented by GAF Roofing.
Double greens are waving, and down into turn number one on the bottom, Marvin Minkler trying to dig in, but the big red machine of Bertolet on the outside lane. Bertolet takes over the lead deep into turn number three.
Willett does a good job holding his own up top, but he got a little bit loose, and Minkler slides right up to the 84's door. They race side by side at the line. Willett leads lap number one. He clears Minkler for that top spot while they battle for second between Minkler and Warren.
Did come off turn number four.
Trouble turns 1 and 2. Bill Cody has spun, and that's going to bunch everybody back up with less than 5 laps to go. Burt Willett leads the field back to the green flag, but Brandon Warren gets a really nice jump on the outside, and he's got the edge in turn one.
Down to the bottom of turn one. Brandon Warren looking for that first victory. Willett tries to challenge on the inside. Row number two, 3 cars looking for the same airspace. Chris Danielchuk in the third spot.
Can Warren hang on? He's got 2 veterans behind him. Burt Willett in the 84, Travis Haidar in the 11.
They head down into turn number 2. Warren's car starts to loosen up just a bit. Here comes Willett. Here comes Travis Haidar. Deep into turn number 3. Bottom shot, Burt Willett on the inside. Takes over the lead. Here comes Travis Haidar. All of a sudden, bouncing back Brandon Warren to the third spot. 1 lap to go.
Behind them, Tyler Trott and Travis Downey have crashed in turn 3, and both have come to a stop, which brings out the caution. Those two were going at it lap after lap. They were slamming doors, bumping each other, and it ends up going bad for both of them, and Downey came in as the point leader.
Heartbreaking situation there. They were all playing hardball, every position.
Willett gets a decent jump, but Haidar really gets motoring down the front straightaway, so they race dead even into turn 1. Haidar's got the edge. Haidar's got the lead as they come off of turn 2.
Travis Haidar made it look so easy. Here comes Jason Lafayette. Deep into turn number 3, Travis Haidar is heading to a part of the real estate here at Stafford that he's very familiar with. Further back, Lafayette. They are 3-4 bouncing off each other as the checkered flag comes out. What a scramble.
And Travis Haidar takes home his 7th victory of the season.
Green flag is out. PJ Zarella. Alexandra Fern on the outside. Watch her come off the turn like a rocket. Alexandra Fern becomes the leader. Duran makes a little contact with the back bumper of the Butler machine.
Oh, and Keene spins in turn 4. Daryl Keene, the 79, goes for a slide, and the caution comes out.
Caution comes out. You can see the front of the Keene car. Heavy damage done to the front end of that car.
Oh, wow, the front end is completely peeled apart.
Now, her strongest point of the racetrack is coming off turn number 2.
Oh, stacking up further back. Butler gets
Giambacorta is there.
Hangs on. I cannot believe nobody spun. And Wayne Corey Jr. slingshotted by half the field. He was just on pit road. Now he's up to 7th.
By about half a car length. Tom Fern can reel her in. They touch. They come back to the stripe. Alexandra Fern still the leader. But here comes Tom Fern deep into turn 2.
Side by side for the top spot. Alex gets a good run off of 2, still edges out ahead by half a car length over Tom, but Tom has the preferred line. They race door to door coming off of 4 with 14 laps to go, now 13 when they come to the line, and it's Tom that has the lead by a bit.
Tom Fern by inches puts the number 92 to the front of the class. Fern pulls away. Watch what happens down in turn 3. Gray's car has a slight advantage. Fern is a little bit loose off turn 4.
Yeah, he got a tap in the left rear from Adam Gray. 6 laps to go. This is going to be good. It's like 2014 all over again between these two. They've had some ferocious battles in the past, and this will be no different. 5 laps to go, and they come back to the stripe. It's 92 versus 97.
They work their magic. Here comes Gray to try to challenge Fern. Side by side. Down into turn number 1. Third different leader of the event emerges, Adam Gray.
Adam Gray. It's been a rough go, but this will be a big one for that 97 team as they hit the final corner.
Checkered flag is out. Adam Gray will take down the win. Tom Fern will finish in second. Paul Verrecchio for third. Double greens are flying. Prucker. Anthony Flannery in the upper groove. Prucker gets the bite to the inside of the racetrack. The challenge for the third position. Up front, here comes Keith Rocco. Tries to make the move. Wesley Prucker turning some heads here tonight.
They race bar to bar at the line, and it's a dead heat. It was Prucker that led lap number 3, side by side through 1 and 2. It's Rocco that takes the top spot as he looks for his first win of the year, but Prucker tries to get back at him on the bottom.
Prucker turning some heads here tonight. He moves back down low underneath Keith Rocco. Can't do it, but he's there. On the inside, Wesley Prucker. Hometown is Stafford, Connecticut. He is the guy challenging Keith Rocco on the inside lane. Here comes Marcelo, and right there behind him is Andrew Moeller.
This is impressive from Wesley Prucker. We haven't seen this much speed from the 23 since he has joined the SK Modifieds. He's an SK Light Modified winner, and now he's got sole possession of the top spot with Rocco shoving him into 3.
By inches,
trouble. Marcotte in the 5 spins. Kurt Brainerd spins. It looks like there might have been contact between Marcotte and Owen that set the incident, and it brings out the caution.
2 cars down the front straightaway have come together. The 51 car is one of the cars that is involved Ethan DeRocher. Car number 82 back up front.
Ooh, Rocco checked up coming off of 2 as he slid up the racetrack, and that caused the outside line to back up a couple rows.
Marcelo sees some daylight on the inside. Marcelo Rafano on the inside of Prucker. Prucker, completely different line this time. And off the turn, another brand new leader, Marcelo Rafano. He was battling for third.
Rocco and Prucker race for 5th up front. Flannery dives it under Rafano. They race into turns 1 and 2, and Rafano loses the lead. Flannery's got it, and here comes Christopher right behind him.
In less than a turn, it all changed. Brand new leader emerges, Anthony Flannery, but Michael Christopher pulls a great move to the inside. Christopher washes up the hill. Michael Christopher pulls off, perhaps. Oh, trouble.
Prucker is in the wall coming off of turn 2. And the caution comes out. And what a shame for Prucker because he had such a great run. Rocco fell back a couple spots earlier. Now he's making his way back forward as he tries to scoot on by Christopher in the battle for third, while Rafano dives it in for the lead.
He sinks it in at a ton. The pride of Italy is proud to be at the front of the field, literally attach himself to the back bumper of Marcelo Rafano. Marcelo continues. Here comes Christopher. Bonsai move to the inside. Side by side, wheel to wheel. Christopher by a nose. Michael Christopher takes over the number 1 spot off turn number 4. Still hot here at Stafford. Michael Christopher has done it again. Marcelo Rafano to finish in second. Anthony Flannery, great run for third.
21 cars, 30 laps. The Riley Generators Limited Late Model 30 is green. And Lavoie got a great jump. He has the lead as they come off of 2 with Pat Node running second.
The big money and prestige is on the line.
Matt Clement, our point
trouble.
leader. Mike Hopkins has backed it into the wall. And that brings out the caution for the first time in this feature.
Down into turn number 1. Lap traffic to the bottom. Closes the door. Hammond tries to take a peek at it again.
Trouble in turn 1. Matt Winter the second goes around off the bumper of Gary Patno while they're side by side for the lead. Hammond dives it under Lavoie. He makes the pass, but the caution is out, so that pass will be negated.
Caution comes out for a spin with car number 74. Lavoie continues to work his magic on the bottom. Hammond on the outside. Serdell is there. Cormier, he shuffled to the back of the top 10, exactly like you called it. But we've got a brand new leader off turn number 4.
A little contact off of 4 between Lavoie and Hammond. Hammond led lap number 27, and there's 3 more to go. Hammond's doing a phenomenal job on the outside, and he's clear of Lavoie to the front.
Hammond takes over the lead.
While they battle it out for second, Hammond pulls away.
Hammond looks to head to the winner's circle. The Riley's Generator Limited late model 30 will go into the record books. Rich Hammond will take down the win. Jeremy Lavoie in for second. RJ Serdell, great run for third. Double greens are out. Sammy Anderson digging in hard in the outside. Robert blocks him. Down low. Deep into turn number 3. Off the turn. Blocks him, leads him back to the stripe.
Sammy Anderson pushed up the track. Contact between Jason Chapman and Nick Anglaise forces Anglaise up the track, and he's going to lose a multitude of spots.
Right there on the back bumper of Jason Chapman.
Up front, Sammy Anderson makes her move. She goes, and there's trouble further back. It's Paula Root that backs it into the wall. Austin Goff spins, Ed Chakosky spins, and the caution is out.
Caution flag comes out. Everybody is able to pull away.
And they're still lockstep 2 by 2 all the way through the field. Oh, and there's contact. Sammy spins. Vian spins right in front of everybody, and more cars pile in.
Wow.
Matthews is involved.
A
Hubby's
chain
involved,
reaction.
the 16 car. Tyler Chapman's involved, the point leader.
Car number 7.
He's got nowhere to go. He's on the outside line. He's trying to shove Bloxham ahead of Chapman, but Chapman is keeping strong on the bottom, so they'll still race side by side. Now Pearl moves to the bottom behind Jason.
Good action wherever you look in this one. Down the back straightaway. Crossover move.
Oh, they touch.
Blocks him. Pearl makes it through.
Amanda West gets a piece. Bob Charland is tangled up as well. Chris Vians goes around. Nick Hovey's also involved. And Tyler Chapman did not have the best of jumps. Megan Fuller's trying to push him back alongside the 7, but Fuller dives to the bottom, and now she wants second spot from Chapman. Oh, Chapman's up the track. He might have a right front tire issue, and he's going to fall all the way to the back. It's been since August 19th, 2022. The last time Alex Pearl hit victory lane. He has come close many times since, but tonight could be the night as he leads the way off of 4.
Double checkers. Alexander Pearl is in winning form tonight here at Stafford.